we're ready.
Let me put him out then.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me just hang out here for a second. Oh, sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
This is 210228FY. State of Michigan versus Andrew Stephen McKenzie. Your appearance, please.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Ridgidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. McKenzie, Your Honor. Your Honor, for purposes of today's arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. McKenzie understands what he's being charged with as well as the possible penalties. Your Honor, I've also gone over his rights. He understands the rights that he's going to have throughout this matter. At this time, also, Your Honor, we'd respect court-appointed counsel for all further proceedings.
Thank you. Mr. McKenzie, you were able to hear Mr. Jadala this morning?
Yes.
Would you state your name for me, please?
Andrew Stephen McKenzie.
Mr. McKenzie, there is a petition for court-appointed attorney on the front of your file. I'm signing that. You'll be assigned counsel going forward, okay?
Okay. Good morning as well, by the way, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
The next hearing in this matter will be the PCC, the probable cause conference. That'll be scheduled for March 31st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. with Judge Green, okay?
Okay. I just had a question before anything else. Before.
Mr.
I'll let you
McKenzie,
finish.
no. Before you ask the question, I want you to be aware that we are recording this and it's being streamed live on YouTube. Typically, I caution people not to speak about anything about the underlying case. If you have
No, nothing about the case at all.
if you have a procedural question, let me finish my part.
Yeah,
and then if you're no, you're fine. If your question hasn't been answered, you can ask it on the back end, okay?
No, it's just really, it's nothing. I'm not asking about my case. I'd rather not.
That's okay.
Hurt myself any more than what I already,
The next part of this hearing, this arraignment, is that you have a right to be considered for pretrial release. There is a recommendation in the file from law enforcement for a bond of $10,000, 10%. And I'm sure that Mr. Jadala is going to have some comments in response to that recommendation.
Your Honor, Mr. McKenzie is 25 years old. He resides in Romulus and has for quite some time. He resides by himself. Your Honor, he works construction when he can find some work. He has one child, 7 months old. He is a big part of his child's life, Your Honor. He currently has no holds or warrants. He's been incarcerated for the last 3 days. We're just going to respectfully request for a reasonable bond in this matter, Your Honor. I don't believe he has a KPS history. He will return as ordered to all of his court dates.
Mr. Jadala, I appreciate that. The issue from the court's perspective is that Mr. McKenzie is alleged to have reoffended with the same victim. So at this time, the court is going to adopt the recommendation of law enforcement, set his bond at $10,000, 10%. He is to have no contact, which there was already a no contact order in place, I do believe. He is to have no contact with the complaining victim in this case, that being India Cole, INDIA, Cole, COLE. And if he is able to post the 10,000, 10%, he will not be released without a GPS tether.
Your Honor, he also has a tether on him currently, and also he has a Wayne County detainer. So we have to take him to Wayne County also.
I mean, oh my goodness.
Mr. McKenzie, was your question answered or not?
I mean, no, it wasn't. I was trying to ask if, literally the only reason I broke my bond.
No, Mr.
No,
McKenzie,
Mr.
no,
McKenzie.
no, Mr. McKenzie.
Okay, don't talk about it. Okay, I
No, it's,
wanted my kid.
Mr. Jadala, is there anything else in this matter?
There's nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Romulus. We're all set. Mr. McKenzie, we'll see you back here on the 31st at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day, Mr.